good, YouTube? We back with another podcast episode. This is episode 8, right?
Yep.
I had to make sure. We back with episode 8 for this podcast. Y'all know who it is. This is Tavares, aka 50, and I'm with
Alan McGod, Dinka, Money Mar, Oliver Bar.
yes sir.
Check it.
And we here to like, keep y'all updated on, what's been going on. If y'all been following our YouTube channel and like, y'all been listening to what we've been talking about these past few weeks or so. So I wanted to start it off with that. Also, thank you to the people that's supporting us.
Oh yeah, thank you.
We salute y'all for that. Because this is just a beginning for us. We just starting off. We starting off at this level right now because I know. I actually talked to some people yesterday about this, and they say we not in a position where we should be. I understand that, but we just kind of taking one step at a time. So that's all it is. That's all it is. Until we actually reach that level to where we want to be at with this podcast, then we will know what we the position that we in that we gonna be in sooner or later. But right now, this just a beginning for the both of us. There's no it ain't no hate or none of that. We know we just started YouTube
I think getting close to like a month now.
like a month we had started YouTube, so we just getting used to how to do stuff like this. So that's all.
And over time we're gonna elevate and evolve and grow.
Yep. Anything new?
Yeah. TikTok. I just thought about this earlier. I feel like TikTok it's different from the other apps. I feel like it's like when you be in TikTok, you be in the zone, you feel like you into a whole nother realm and dimension.
Right.
Like think about it, it's like when you enter the app, click it. The whole screen it covers the whole screen. That means you can't see the time, you can't see the date, or nothing. It's like you only see the TikTok out, then your timelines and stuff. And then I feel like if you catch yourself, if you don't catch yourself, you could be in that bit for hours and hours and hours. Then time goes like this. If you don't catch on in time. Sit up, then I feel like, if you don't catch on, I feel like it gonna overcome you. You gonna be less dominant. Then the other apps, compared to Facebook and Instagram and etc. I feel like you still can see the date and the time, but at the same time you still feel a little dominant. You still feel a little more controlled because you know what, you can glance at the time and say, oh, I gotta go do something. Oh, I gotta do a couple errands around the house. Because that one glance equals that little percentage of control you have.
Right.
So it makes a big difference compared to TikTok. So I feel like TikTok it hits different as an app in general.
So it's like basically like you saying it's like TikTok kind of like feel like it's like time is like it stops like TikTok time stops, but with other apps like time moves fast.
What you saying, but in reverse.
Gotcha. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I was watching. I want to get on like topics about like females and like not just females, but like how to actually like approach a female and stuff like that. So like people won't be compared to like the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Instead instead of like nowadays a guy texts a female texts a female in her DMs, hey beautiful, but to not be that type of guy or that type of person is to be yourself, be different. Don't say the same thing that every other guy is telling the same females every day in the morning, because I know females hear that every day from every guy. So I feel like every dude shouldn't text a female, hey beautiful, hey sweetheart, this and that, or put a heart emoji. I'm not saying that because to make it seem like dudes like that are soft or stuff like that. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like if people want to elevate to get more girls and stuff like that, they should just be different. Be yourself, be different. Come up with something. If she had a place or somewhere, ask her where she at, what she like about it. If y'all got something in common, y'all can make a conversation about that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like so many signs that I've been watching all these other YouTube videos and stuff like that about how to get a lot of girls, or just to get that one girl that you want to be with particularly. So I feel like that's what dudes should do, instead of just doing what every other guy is doing, all that stuff. Because I feel like it's gonna get. I feel like if a female see a guy texting, if a female see a guy texting her the same thing as the other guys, it's gonna get boring. And that's something that nobody don't want. Nobody wants no boring relationship with a female or a guy.
Yeah, but I can't agree to the extent though. I like females is I feel like I'm just speaking for the person that outside looking in, I'm speaking in that perspective.
Right.
I think is when women do that, then they be standoffish. It's like no, and this and that is you just like the rest of them. It's like I wish they could get out that mindset.
Yeah.
Then start trying, start trying different things. But not to the negative and toxic. No. Just try different things, and then God might place that individual, could be your husband during marriage. That person right there slide your DMs, that could be a blessing.
Yeah.
So
it depends on the type of blessing that God is blessing you with. Because sometimes, even if it is that person texting somebody, how would that person wouldn't know if they actually are toxic? So you gotta think from that perspective as well. Not saying from a negative perspective, from a positive perspective. Not think negative about it, but you gotta think in your head you gotta people gotta keep their guard down. What if a female or a guy is toxic for that one particular person? That's what I want.
yeah, but at the same time, it's that was on the words and the sayings on signs come to play. Like if a person have a slight toxic negative trait, end it completely. Just end it completely, because females don't want to go through that no more. So
Guys don't either.
yeah, vice versa. Yeah, of course.
Guys don't want to go through all that stuff that they've been through and all that stuff. Nobody don't want to go through it. That's why I feel like if somebody really likes somebody, go talk to that person. can't be scared for the rest of your life. Because, matter of fact, yesterday when cause I was out like with a couple of people that I know, like one of my classmates and two of the people he knew. So, cause like we had went to the beach yesterday. So I tried talking to this one female, and we like before we could even make any type of conversation, she just said out of the blue, I got a boyfriend. So it's like in my head, I'm like, I'm not even overthinking it. So I just told him like why she capping for me? Like, why you saying you got a boyfriend, but then your friend tell you, oh, you got a boyfriend. So that means if you say you got a boyfriend, but say your friend say you got one, how would I know if it's really true? And she wasn't trying to give me a time of day anyway, and she said she wasn't interested. So I brushed it off. There's really nothing to it. So it's like I was like in my head, I'm like, why females gotta like why they gotta care for? It's not everything. Not every guy wants sex from a female, because that's what females think. But I feel like the females that actually are like that, I feel like those are the toxic ones. It's not the females that, if a female that thinks like that are more like, those are the toxic ones.
Yeah.
And compared to a female that actually give you a time of day and actually give you a conversation, those are not the toxic ones. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel from my perspective. But it's, like I said, it's no problem, because there's plenty of other girls in this world. So it's like as men, we all gonna get shut down by women. We all get rejected here and there. So it's like there's nothing to get mad about or to complain about. There's plenty of other girls in this world, but as of now, like in this generation, it's better for guys nowadays to just focus on themselves. And then maybe later on in the future, then they can probably have a spouse, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel.
So you getting all the information. As for me, it's like in this subject, I'm a check myself as a student, and I'm gonna do it less talking, more and more listening. You understand? I can absorb on more game, because you experience this way much into me,
Yeah.
So I'ma just I do my carriage chime in and have my 2 cents, but mostly in this subject I'ma just fall back and listen. I can just absorb game,
Right.
So then for the people, then about this subject, it like comment y'all intake about this, especially females too.
Yeah.
Females and the gentlemen.
Of course, like we definitely want to hear what y'all have to say about this, about the subject that we're talking about, because like we like stuff like this. I feel like it's important for us to like talk to people about, because half of the time people don't understand when it comes down to being in a relationship, or just trying to find that special somebody that they want to be with. Because I know nobody want to be single for the rest of their life.
I sure, bro. I dang sure don't. It's like the way I feel. It's like, and like our generation is messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Especially the dating systems and how to approach somebody, it's messed up. It's like, compared to our parents and grandparents' days, we ain't looking like we ain't doing any better. We ain't doing any better. So if I could compare, then decide which generation is better, I choose our grandparents on era better, because like Okay, every generation had a
Ups and downs.
yeah have a ups and downs and flaws. Don't get me wrong. It's like 70% chances of like people focus on setting down, get married. X Y and Z 1 2 3 is like our generation, you know.
In this generation, it's like it's on a different, it's on a whole different like route of like what love is nowadays.
Oh yeah, that too. It's like if you ain't contribute nothing to the table, it's like
Yeah.
that's how we ascribing love and like how a motherfucker provide, you know.
Yep.
It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, but that's not nowadays. That's how everybody living now. Cause cause like females now compared to females from back then are like way like different and stuff like that. Cause like nowadays females, cause I'm like this ain't even to like knock on like females nowadays, but it's just that I feel like females nowadays are how can I say they are not like the it factor, you know what I'm saying? They're not like the it factor how females used to be back then. The females back then was more I feel like females back then was way more like even if a male was like more dominant and stuff like that, I felt like females was dominant back then too, but they had a lot more to speak about on like everything. But females now, it's like went like a whole complete 360. You know what I'm saying?
It's like all the females acting more dominant now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like when it kind of being when a guy, you know, they want their guy to help them up, like a father, you know.
Yeah. Not only that, cause like that's like a good side from your perspective. That's like a good point of view. It's also like a negative side to that. It's like females nowadays want guys to like worship at their feet.
Oh yeah.
Like basically do whatever whatever she want the guy to do for her and all that stuff.
It's like they love, you know, the chance of you to go with them. It's like they just dangling it like a keychain to a dog, you know.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
dog just doing this.
Exactly.
Then the dog just jumping. That what it is like on today, you know, which I like I said, like it's sad. I wish the outcome of the generation, along with this topic, you know, it would be different compared to our grandparents' days and our parents' days, you know.
Yep.
Then I feel like every generation, you know, it gets worse. Imagine my nephew and your nieces on generation gonna be like when they hit our age.
It's going to be even more worse than how it is now. They may think the world is like on a downfall now, whereas once they get around our age, it's going to be even going downhill way more than that. Like, it's going to go downhill to the point where it's like the earth is like almost it's like on the edge of like just like exploding.
Oh yeah, that's
So I like that's like people really gotta get their life. People really gotta get their life together because living in this world is no joke. It ain't no game.
oh yeah, you absolutely right about it. It's like it's not. I hate to say this, but it's not built for the weak, especially when you like reaching adulthood.
Exactly.
like things get easier when you're a child. Then till you turn 18 and then graduate to college and high school and whatnot. It's like from then on, it's fucked.
Matter of fact, because like speaking of like people being like turning 18, because I was actually watching this one video on TikTok with Soul Illuminati, and he was actually saying like once a person hit 18, that person is basically on their own. And like the caption, like what I read is that when that person is 18, I don't know if you would agree. I don't know if they would agree. But what it said was when it popped up, it said like as he was talking, but it had like popped off. It said when a kid's 18, don't allow your parents to stop you from chasing your dreams. So like once I read that, I kind of like it made me think back to like when I was around that age. It like had me thinking like, you know, I wish I was able to, you know, chase a dream that I've been wanting to do. And the dream of mine was to like play basketball. Basketball is like one of my favorite sports. Like basketball is what I wanted to do. And it's like now, ever since, you know, a couple of my injuries that I've had with my shoulder and stuff like that, it's like now, like I don't feel the same like I used to play. Like it's like I'm not saying that I don't have a passion for it. I still do. I still got passion for basketball, but it's like it's not there like how it used to be. Cause it's like now that I'm working, you know, I'm getting older. It's like I barely even have enough time to like even play ball. But sometimes I'm trying to get myself back to how I used to be. Like that's why I'm trying to like go to the gym nowadays, you know, work out and still play ball.
How about when we first met, then we were what's called it? When y'all was still cool. Did he have the passion then or not really?
Around that time, yeah, I actually did. I had passion for basketball ever since then. Ever since like way back. I mean, like I've been like basketball was like one of my favorite sports ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, basketball was my first love too.
So it's like that's why like I look back on it, like I look back now and like kind of think about when like that video about what Soul Illuminati was talking about. It kind of like it makes me think like, dang, you know, I wish I could have played basketball when I was in high school.
What?
Like, it makes me think about that a lot. Even though like even when I was like in middle school, like it still made me think like even though I got cut from the basketball team, I still could have played. You know, I still could have tried out. I feel like if I was tried around that age, a little younger, I think I probably would be playing. Maybe not in the NBA. Like if I was like a little bit taller, I'll probably be playing like for like a travel team or something like that. That's no problem. Like at least I'll be like able to travel and play other teams in like other cities and states and stuff like that.
Yeah, if I choose like a school team and travel, I like travel ball better.
So it's like that, but from my point of perspective of what I was telling you, do you agree with like what Soul Illuminati, like the video that I was telling you about with Soul Illuminati, do you agree about like what he said about teenagers when they turn 18 that they're gonna be on their own, and that they should not let their parents stop them from following their dreams?
9 times out of 10, yes, I agree. Because like the parents, you know, they the one gave up, you know. They the one settled.
Right.
So they got a kid, you know, chasing their dream, you know, playing ball, daddy put hours in, the dedication into this one craft, you know. Then on the Sunday, this person know they gonna make something happen with it. But at the same time, the parents is holding them back. Say no, this is not our deal.
Right.
You should go ahead and get that up and work a 9 to 5. It basically do a relapse a relapse action. What they did.
Right.
When
Exactly.
when they chance was on rising.
Right.
So
I get what you're saying.
and plus then you 18, so you're around that time, you're like you basically develop as a person, and plus you understanding you got your old mind.
Right.
It's like you can have every right. You can have every right to tell your parents off, say, hey, mom, pops, I understand you were looking out for me, but at the same time, I want to go this direction.
It's either, not to cut you off, it's either, to add this in, it's either a parent going to accept it or they not.
Yeah, like eight times out of 10, they not gonna accept it. Say, you know what? It's my way or the highway. You get out. Then they gonna want to start kicking you out.
Which I feel like is a sad scenario. I feel like no parent, just because a child hit 18, I feel like a parent should not kick their child out for what they want to do. It's not the fact that a child that's turned 18 want to do this. I feel like if a child know what's best for them, they know what's best for them.
Exactly.
I feel like a parent wouldn't understand where a kid's perspective coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if just like think about if your child is out here trying to achieve something in life, and like they make it far, like real far, and like they move out, and you told them to get out their house, and they move out, get their own house or apartment or whatever. And next thing you know, I feel like a parent is like gonna regret doing stuff like that. Kind of have like, they feel like karma is gonna come right back to the parent, but not the child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know Jimmy Butler, right?
Yeah.
I think my little brother told me this. I think he was like he had a similar situation. Then I think he was adopted or whatnot. Don't quote me. Then and understanding like years later he had made to NBA basketball player. They understand it. His OG look popping on the TV screen looking sick right now.
Yeah.
See that because she ain't see the vision, so
that's what I'm saying. That's why every parent, no matter how old your child is, even if they, I know the older you get, it's always gonna be parents that say, oh, that's still my baby, that's still my child. But it don't matter how old he is, if that person has a vision and that's something that they want to do, let them go out and chase their dreams. But at the same time, also like, guide them in the right direction. Actually let them know what they got to do and what they don't have to do. Basically, what I'm trying to say is to put it in perspective that I know a lot of people will understand, or some people probably won't. Basically, what I'm saying is the reason why I said that second part is to the point where you don't have to sell your soul. Pretty much. That's basically what I'm saying. That's why I kind of say like anybody can do their own thing, but at the same time, kind of think back to like what your parents taught you, and like take the path that you want to take, but remember what your parents always taught you to never listen to just anybody. That's why I say people should do stuff like that to not sell their soul and go in the direction to the point where it's like, okay, now their life is just it's fucked up, it's messed up,
Like sell your soul to the industry, or just like selling your soul to then to your parents' rooms.
Maybe like the industry.
Okay.
To the industry.
At first, I thought you probably using it as a terminology.
No.
Okay.
Nah. But that's what I meant. That's where I'm coming from with that.
Okay.
Yeah. It might, like, probably, I know probably some people who might watch this video probably after, they'll probably like go over their head and probably think, and like it'll like go over their head type of thing, or it'd be like, oh, okay, I get where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. That I'm just trying to get people to understand. I don't want it to go over your head to the point where you don't understand it.
It was a little over my head. It hit my head too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit my head, so I was like, ow. So I had to ask questions.
Yeah, so that's really all. That's really it. But yeah, that was something that I wanted to put in this podcast, because that was like something important.
Then not only that, is like you gonna have that them strict asshole parents, you know, want to force be so forced. They say, you know what? Tomorrow you get off that team, you get a job, you know.
Yep.
Because you get like, no, like, Mom, I want to do this. I want to play ball. I want to rap. I want to do this, and like, no. They gonna be like, no. Trying to dictate your future and your goals you trying to accomplish. You know, they want to be in the way of it. Then I'm gonna piggyback what I said, like they be want to kick you out. It's like when we out this world on your own. I feel like in general, you know, you is kind of like the bills, the landlord, in a house mortgage, and when you're trying to get a job, you know, your bosses, your supervisors, etc. You know, all that collection you right here, all these motherfuckers is the pimps. So they gonna use us as the pawns.
How you know? I never actually thought about that. You actually came up with a point.
See, like they understand that, like, you kind of twisting your child hand, kick them out the streets. They understand that they gotta give up their dreams. They find out how to pay a place to stay, because they ain't got no other place to stay. So they back against the wall. They got to give up their dreams. Understand they trying to fulfill establish certain type of establishment for themselves, you know. They understand that they gotta work, pay bills, you know, basically being pimped for no reason, cause the parents want to be the asshole, want to kick the person out. They understand that, like, all the bills and etc. You know, they just put them in the back. The dream is like to that pole at them. Then I'm the bills. Then the camera is the person. I'm just pulling them back, which is sad.
Yep.
But that's another way I had to mention how the dice roll too.
Matter of fact, that was actually a good point of view to see it too.
Yeah, it's like,
a good point of view.
especially when you move out in general, you know, you basically getting pimped. That's the way I look at it. Like, I kind of wish it wasn't like that. It's like you don't need to work and pay bills and understand that, like, at the end of the day, you know, like 9 times out of 10, you don't want to show up to the job. You don't want to pay bills because you have to, because you living on responsibilities.
Yeah.
Said then understand that, like, God forbid you be a family person. You got, then on top of that, you got more responsibilities because you got mouths to feed and plus a spouse.
Yep.
So
that's true.
So I wish the world was like you go move out and live a free life, you know. Then 9 times out of 10, like bills They're like, these motherfuckers we paying bills to, you know, they ain't inventing the word bill. They ain't inventing the word bill in the dictionary. So how the fuck they getting rich off of us? Like the light bill, you know.
Cable bill.
Exactly. Like these motherfuckers, we getting rich off of us. They ain't created shit like this. So like, how the fuck we gotta pay them?
They taking everything that we gotta do. They taking every single dime, every single nickel, penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and all that other stuff from us. Every you know, dollar bills, $50 bills, $100. We giving them. We basically giving them everything that we worked hard for.
Exactly, work hard for. I mean, we had to go through jobs in like 8 and 12-hour shifts, day in and day out. Got to put up with shit. Down the side, we gotta handle on the rest of the day. We gotta handle our personal life. You know, then we gotta go through this payday cycle. Down the side, we still gotta give that up.
Which is like that's a sad scenario. It's like, man, we can never. It don't matter how much money you can have. It's like you can never have your freedom with nothing. Cause it's like pretty much people gotta understand all that money that we getting or trying to save up just to do this and do that. We basically getting all that money from the government. That's really their money. That ain't ours.
Yeah, like the quote of the day is money is temporary.
Yep.
So it's like you can have it in the bank all you want, you know. Like when you die, that's not your money. That's not your money anymore. That could carry down to your offspring. It's their money now. Or else, like if you ain't got no offspring, you know, it's probably their money now.
Yeah.
So
that's what it comes down to.
You understand? They're like, if you owe tax and if you owe people, you know, they could press charges and take all that away from you.
Yeah. And then after that, that's how people go be flat broke.
Yeah, bankrupt and stuff. You understand that? Now you're unhappy. Feel like you wanna blow the whole world off, you know, and stuff like that because you lost all your earnings.
Yeah. Cause it's like it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have been through like situations like that, going up bankrupt for just doing some dumb stuff. You know, they spending on all this cars, jewelry, and all that stuff, which again we won't have once we all dead and gone.
Yeah, but I feel like we people should say like people doing something dumb, you know, because like life it comes on yin yang and pros and cons, you know.
It comes with the consequences.
Yeah, then it's like they post dumb decision. It's supposed to play its cards along with the positive. It's like at the same time, like how is this done? That's how it's supposed to play in life, in that person's life, in life in general. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have accomplishments. You're gonna have fuck ups. You know, it's like how is this done? How is this done? How is this done? I'm trying to say.
Because I remember we actually like we did talk about this before, about like, you know, not just like buying dumb stuff or just like people being called dumb or just stupid. And we even like we talked about how it's like how being dumb or being like how calling somebody dumb or somebody stupid, how does that make sense? How does it make any sense? How can someone be stupid? How can someone be dumb if it actually comes with like what you said, if it comes with the territory of what's going on.
I feel like also I just like I said about common sense. I feel like in this matrix, how we raised from our classmates and our parents and our peers, they use that word around, teachers sometimes, when they get pissed off, they use that word a lot, it programs you. It's programming. You understand? You hear it so much growing up, understanding, you start using it. You're like, oh, this person dumb. Oh, such and such dumb. Oh, I was like, bruh, that's how the dice was supposed to roll.
Yeah.
That's a part of the cards, bro. It's like, how's it dumb?
I mean,
man, I feel like it's overrated, man. Like that. Just like I went back on common sense. It's overrated. I feel like that should be a word no more. Like stupid, dumb, retard, stuff like that. All that need to be counseled. Common sense, all that need to be counseled.
Not only that, you actually miss one. When people call somebody slow.
Oh yeah, that too. That's the worst. That's the two worst on slow and retard.
Yeah.
So I feel like all the words we have mentioned, I think that all that words should be counseled, from the English vocabulary.
Right.
Then I be on TikTok, the English language and the English words, the alphabet, all that is the devil.
Yeah, it is. If people actually think about it and actually see exactly what those letters really mean and stuff like that.
And then I feel like the English language is they were explaining that language will also catch spells and whatnot. They understand that it's it can have you into a whole nother frequency, then whole nother feelings and stuff like that, which is true. It's like if I walk up and tell somebody, oh, you slow, you dumb. You know how changed a person frequency and mood on that person will feel.
Yeah.
That person might think about it and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yep. And it actually stuff like that actually have happened in this world before, with people being called all those names.
Yeah, like verbal bullying. You understand? It's like I could walk up somebody and stump in shoes, say, hey, bro, say, hey, you stumping my shoes, and no sorry, nigga, fuck you. The person might say, fuck you, nigga, I'll go on your shit. Then, you understand? We're ready to fight and make a shootout, it's a curse, bro. It's a curse. It's like, I think the words and the English language as a whole, it's a curse.
Yeah.
Then that also the devil.
See,
I had learned that off of TikTok.
That's the thing, that when people use certain words, because people hear everything that comes not just from just the TV, but from every other person, stuff like that. The more, if someone was raised around people that just curse and that always curse a lot and all that other stuff, it's gonna go on to that exact same person. It's gonna go on to the spouse, to the kids, and to everybody else. Then they're gonna wind up doing the same thing that this person is doing. That's why it's crazy. It's crazy how a child could say, oh, they look up to this type of celebrity. It don't even have to be a celebrity. It could be their parents too. Say if they parents did, both of their parents, say if their parents was drug dealers and all that stuff, but they don't tell them that child find out on her own and stuff like that. What? Not even find out on her own. Say if it's like a cousin or auntie and they tell her the story, and that child mind, it's either two things can happen. It's either she can not have that type of mindset, like she can listen to the words what somebody is telling her how her parents was or just how people is in general. She can either listen to that and go along with that as she get older and like follow their footsteps, or that person can do their own thing and just do what they have to do and not listen to them.
Yeah, that's also like the mindset is like, they're like, oh, I kind of familiar. Then seen some couple things like my peeps did, you know, which I wasn't rolling with, so I'm gonna go to this direction. But at the same time, it's like just like they're saying is I'm a product of my environment. So 9 times out of 10, you know, especially the males like us, you know, they gon' like 9 times eight out of the 10, you know, they gonna follow in the parents' footsteps. They gonna be in the streets and hustling, selling drugs, robbing, etc., taking penitentiary chances, and on death chances too.
Yeah, but not only that, it's because like even like some people that make that type of decision sometimes in life. Sometimes it's some people that do stuff like that follow their parents' footsteps. It's like the only reason why they do stuff like that, I feel like they do stuff to avoid working in 9 to 5 and to just make money the way they parent did, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But also it's like the question is like, would somebody in this type of environment that we living in, like living in the hood, would they be able to survive? Would they be able to would they be able to comprehend with like to know what to do if somebody tells somebody, oh, I need you to do this for me and you get paid this way? Would they be able to actually fully understand what's going on? How, like, you never know if someone doing stuff like that get caught up in the wrong situation.
Yeah, I understand that. Like the two things gonna be at a person face, so the person got to deal with it.
Cause I know like people that do that, even some, it like I seen like it like we all see like just because we live in the hood, that doesn't mean we can't change our life for the better, you know. Cause like it's a lot of people from the hood that used to do what they used to do back then and stuff like that, like living in a whole nother state and change their lifestyle and like they a whole better person than they used to be.
Right.
And it's like even like it's also like a thing too, like sometimes people in this world can also test you to see if you're weak, but they can also like test your mindset to make you think, oh yeah, this you know, he ain't gonna do nothing, he ain't tough, this and that, blah 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 blah. So it's like in your head you gotta think. Just as has God test you, you gotta think of your mindset. If this person tests me, it's either one, the person gonna retaliate, or two, just brush it off and just walk away like nothing ain't happened. Cause that's why I feel like people need to, if a situation happens, I know it's a lot of people gonna stand up for their right and just, you know, say what they gotta say, but at the same time, it's like sometimes when time is on your side and time is on your hand, it's like there's no need to try to argue with somebody. That's wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like nobody should have to go through all that stuff. It don't matter if somebody talking about how you're back or they saying this and that about you. I feel like that shouldn't affect nobody's life. That shouldn't affect nobody. Nobody shouldn't feel sad or be complaining like, damn, bro, you know, this person said this about me, this and that, da 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 da. Then you have somebody like, or then you have like people you may know. They ask you, are you gonna do something about it, or you just gonna sit there and complain? 9 times out of 10, that person gonna do something about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They gonna do something about it.
Then now, like we were saying, like the English word, it could be in person. You see how
Yeah.
how the change in the mood and the frequency the person was.
Exactly.
So in the son that like he before he probably way before he heard this information, he was happy and stuff like that. Soon he soon the information came, it changed. Now the person is on redemption mode,
Yep.
retaliation mode.
Or as like probably like not only that, it doesn't, because some people like use this as like as a freaky thing, like when it comes to like sex and stuff like that. But I kind of feel like it's two ways, whether it's a freaky situation or if it's like a real situation. And the word that I'm gonna use that a lot of people know is, as they say, demon time. You know, so it's like it can be both scenarios. It can be like if you're in a freaky situation with a female and y'all trying to do something, and it can also be, okay, am I going, with the type of mindset I have now, I was cool and calm and collected, but now I feel like somebody's testing my patience. I feel like somebody's trying to test me. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna sit there and just relax and not let that person get to me, or am I just gonna let it all out and just be like, you know what, fuck this, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Someone like people should like take situations nowadays. And like I feel like people shouldn't think about it too much. Cause like the more you think about it, like keep thinking about it over and over again, that's where I feel like that's where that redemption, that demon time, and all this other stuff like just start to come out, and people start to realize, where is this person getting this type of energy from? Like it's not even good energy. At times it could be good energy, but at times it can be like devil energy too.
Yeah, which the devil energy 9 times out of 10, like the devil energy comes in there. Which you absolutely right. I think people should just do the Jay-Z treatment, brush your shoulders off and keep it moving.
Exactly.
So just be calm with it. As long as the worries ain't beating you up physically.
Exactly.
It's like you ain't got nothing to worry about, but everybody in this world don't operate like that. Everybody's different, so
exactly.
So I can't really I gotta also throw that out there too. So that what comes to the growth, and self-patience coming in that over time during life.
It's just stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot of things. It's gonna be a lot of stuff thrown at people to like test their patience to see how they actually react. Not everybody is gonna react the way that everybody else do. Now think like this. Imagine this in this world now. Imagine if everybody had the type of mindset, like everybody had the same mindset. I feel like that like the world would like, it would be outrageous. Like say if everybody like say if people never had like no calm type of mindset, everybody's just like mad, raging, getting mad for no reason and just yelling at each other. You know how crazy the world would be going nowadays? You know how the world would be. It would be. You think looting, as they probably did when the quarantine came with this whole virus and all that stuff, you think that was crazy. Just imagine if people were just mad all the time and not happy and just fighting each other for no reason. Like they just looting for nothing. This world would be like going insane.
Just like that GTA on San Andreas and 3 and Vice City cheat code, when you do the cheat code, all residents attack each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the
them
world
type
would
of
be.
vibes right there.
So it's like, bro, that's why I feel like people really need to like sit down and actually, they don't like actually like really think about this stuff. They need to think about everything that we I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot more people now should just like meditate.
Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers need to meditate or read the Bible, go to church, get prayed for, and the whole nine.
Cause like forget.
I'm gonna keep that same energy. Sometimes I need that bit too. Sometimes, so
Yeah, of course.
I gotta put myself under the bus.
We all need it. Everybody need it. That's why I was like, for all that stuff about this person having a mental breakdown and all that stuff, forget. I mean, I'm not gonna say forget it, but it works for some people, like going to rehab and all that stuff. I kind of feel like, what's the point of having rehab if you know you're gonna be in there with some crazy people that probably had the same mindset as you before coming out? So I feel like there's no need to have it. You know what? I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna scratch that off because I was gonna say, even though they probably gonna hear it in the video, I was gonna say there shouldn't be no type of rehab. That's why I feel like meditation is like the best thing to do instead of go to rehab. But I'm not gonna say that, even though I already said it, they're gonna hear it in the video anyway. So don't come at me for what I was saying. I'm just speaking my opinion.
How about like two birds and one stone? They could start having classes. Have a course inside the rehab. For meditation. All the people, all the parties could join that program. Just meditate for 20-30 minutes every day.
Yeah, I feel like that would be like something that should happen in rehab instead of just people going to rehab. Whatever people do in rehab, because I never been in rehab, so. But whatever people do, that sounds like an idea that people should do in rehab, is just meditate. Or if not, I mean, if people don't want to meditate, a book would be good.
Oh yeah,
a book.
A book also common too.
For like read a book and stuff like that. Yeah, like it. I feel like, but it shouldn't be just any book. It should be like a book that people want to actually like get their mind, get their mind back on track and get them to actually be at it. Like it can be like say like one of them like the books like Steve Harvey made, all these other celebrities that made books and stuff that actually, have your mind actually to the point where you actually, what you're reading, and that you actually understand like what the words really trying to tell you and stuff like that. So you can like get it like etched through your brain, so that people understand. So that I feel like if people like always need something to do, because I see this a lot on my like Instagram, like because they even like give people like a lot of tips of like how to live a happier life. Drink water, read a book, exercise, get a lot of sleep, stuff like that.
And also I have found out too that the spiritual people is like the food we eat too. That's why the spiritual people always say, lay off the meat, pause, lay off the everything that you used to be living, because like their energy and their fears, it's still in them. Now understand that we just come there and we just eat meat, pause, and etc. Their energy from fears and traumas, that could transfer into ours. That's why we always so mad and angry, and so toxic, in the whole nine, because the food we eat.
Yeah. Not only that, because I feel like the type of food that we eat also can kind of like it can also slow you down too. It can slow down your whole body.
Oh yeah.
Like say if like you exercising and all that stuff, then next thing you know, like you feel like your body feel like it's about to start like breaking down and stuff like that.
Yeah, that and I could contest to this. Is like every time I want to work out, then I feel like I ate the big meal. I feel slower.
Slow, yeah.
Especially when I run, it's like I feel like I ain't going nowhere. But then I'm like, damn.
It's like you feel like them hamsters when they be in a little cage running back and forth in the little wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but on low key, so slow motion.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I feel sluggish now. Then I feel heavy. They remind you I'm big myself. Then plus the food I ate, I feel sluggish.
Yep.
You understand? Like, sometimes I work out, have a huge workout, come home, then I'm chilling like, now I'm tired now.
Yep.
Then the itis kicking in, I'm dozing off, falling asleep.
Exactly.
Then the itis and the sleepiness gonna always win.
Yeah.
Either you fight or not, they always gonna win. So like that is at the itis and the tiredness. That's the real main weather right there.
Exactly.
That's the real main weather.
That's a knockout right there. That's a complete knockout. That's a knockout automatically. So once it's KO, you out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
You gone.
Sometimes something knock you out like when it knocks you out when you're not conscious enough to know it.
Yeah.
You could probably be chilling, just watching TV on the sun, and just next thing you know, you like. Then you probably wake up by like it's probably like 2 something in the morning. I say, looking like the fuck. I was just up. I'm like, damn.
Because like it's crazy too. Like you ever just like fall asleep and stuff like that, and you just like be in a real deep dream, and next thing you know, you wake up like out of the blue, like at like 2 or 3 something in the morning, and like you sweating, like you felt like you experienced something that just happened, or like it felt like it just happened, or you feel like it's gonna happen the next day. You know, like you ever had like stuff like that happen to you before?
Not when I have sweats and stuff like that. But
Not even just like when you sweat, but like when you just wake up and like you feel like your heart stopped, or your heart just feel like your heart is just beating real fast, like you just woke up from like a weird type of dream and stuff like that.
The weird dream part, yeah, but the rapid heart rate, no. It's like only time I had that type of dreams, it feel like I'm falling from a building, or I'm about to die in my dream. Then the ones I wake up.
I remember one time like I was asleep at one point, and like it was this weird dream that was kept going on like over and over again in my head. It was like it was me and my OG, like we was going somewhere, and I think we was going to like get some food, but we went inside like this real tall building that looked almost like the Eiffel Tower. And like it had stairs. One had stairs. The stairs was like long, like it was like a long fall, like it was like real long. So as coming to my mind, my OG, she take the elevator, and I decided to take the stairs. And like I'm walking down the stairs, and as soon as I trip down, maybe like the 3rd or 4th step, like as I'm falling, and like I'm keep falling, and right as soon as like I feel like my body just hit the ground, I woke up so fast, and I felt my heart like kind of like beating out of my chest, and it's like that was weird. Like I never had that like that in my life before. That was like the first experience that I had with a dream like that in my life, and like it felt like my whole, it felt like my soul just like went out of my body. Like right as soon as I woke up, it's like I was just like blank. It was like nothing wasn't there. It's like I was just blank.
Dang, I I gotta see what that actually means. I gotta do my research. And I'll probably come back and mention the results on our next episode.
Yeah, so that was weird. That was a weird experience for me. Like, that was like the first thing that ever happened to me, because I have dreams about other stuff. It's like sometimes it's mostly good and sometimes it's bad, but it's mostly more like good stuff like that I think about.
I said I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I hate the off the wall weird ass dreams. You know, it's like you have a dream, you sleep, like you fucking your sister or some shit. Yeah, like your dreams can get like that. You can have a dream like you fucking your sister or some shit.
Wait, one second. I know for y'all who just heard him say that, I know y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? I know y'all gonna be thinking when he said that, but I just wanted to put that in the video because I know y'all gonna be thinking like, what the hell this man just said. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, but I don't know. It probably just me. It's like I hate them type of dreams right there.
Oh man, that just like brought a little small little tear to my eyes just for a few minutes. Whew. Okay. Yeah, pretty. I feel like today we gave our audience, a lesson. A great class session to be exact, but a podcast class section. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we gave them some important stuff, and I think we gave them exactly stuff that they need to hear, what they should hear.
Right.
So I think we gave them something that they can learn from it, and like actually take it, to make them go even further to where they want to go at to get to their destination. So I feel like even in the beginning, like we said, we taking this step by step, but I feel like sooner or later, maybe not even now, but in the near future, we won't be sitting out here at this park. We ain't gonna be at the park for too long. So just understand that we're not gonna be sitting here forever. We just started. This is where we started off at. And once we get to where we at to find like some type of building, we always gonna remember where this podcast started from. It started at the park, so we're not gonna forget where we started at or where we came from when we did this.
I believe in like our first episodes at Apollo. So kind of like us, it's like kind of a podcast was born at Apollo, but it raised in Mitchell Moore.
Exactly.
Yeah. We gonna put it like that.
Yeah. And one podcast episode we did travel from Apollo to Mitchell, and we went to one park in Fort Lauderdale. So we did do that. So we were just trying to experience something like have our podcast at another park instead of the actual park that y'all usually normally see us at.
Right.
So,
then plus it's like the park's all it's like it kind of, I feel like it kind of describe our relationship. Me and him met like a park.
Exactly.
Like playing basketball, outdoor recreation shit. So
Yep.
so these vibes right here, this kind of describe our relationship right here too. So
yep. The park is where everything started. So like everything, way before we even thought about doing this podcast or doing a YouTube channel and all that stuff. The park is where we always got our workout in 24/7. Even on times when we didn't have time to like get our workouts in and stuff like that, we always managed to get a workout in and finish up what we finish every single workout. Whether it's a Monday, a Tuesday, even on the weekend, we always got the job done. We always got it done. We got it done. that's really it for today's. You will we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Episode 9. We'll catch y'all on episode 9. This
Episode 9 coming.
yes,
Still,
sir.
our last episode. I'm sorry. Who would peep? I did this. I meant to do this. For our 7 on episode. Right there. That was my fault. But at the same time, it's like I'm gonna do this. We gonna do this record. You know, we gonna keep it raw. You know, stuff like that, and keep it authentic. You know.
Yep.
So as for me, as a person, you know, we is growing. We growing. You know, elevated. So at the same time, you know, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. You know, next time I'm gonna do better. You know, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yep. Well, I mean that's really it for today. I mean we gave, you know, we talked about everything that we needed to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this one by far. You know, my
Best one.
yeah, my favorite one. I had fun talking.
Yeah. Well, so make sure don't forget, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, like, share. Make sure y'all check out the YouTube channel in both of our bios. Also follow, please, like I'm not even begging, nothing like that, but follow us on Instagram, please. Please just follow us on Instagram. We not trying to beg, but we just need people to follow us so that y'all can actually you'll get to see what we talk about every single episode of our podcast.
Right.
So y'all please follow us. That's really it for today. I'm Tavares, aka 50.
Money Mar, Dinkle, all of above, you know.
And we'll catch y'all in episode 9 of Talk Your Shit podcast. Again, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, share, and we out.
Don't be shy. Peace.
See ya.